was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. I'ma stand up for mine. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. We're doing something different. Apparently, we've lost our way from the dirt tracks, and we're headed over to the asphalt side of things. Brett Wheeler, Will Duval, bringing you the National Oval Racing Association Truck Series. BJ, do you have any idea what we are in for right now?
As a matter of fact, announcing wise, I have no idea. Driving wise, I know exactly what these guys are in for, and this is one tough track. We're going to be in for a lot of fun, and I'm excited to see how this goes.
Alright, so we do have qualifying on the program right now. It'll be 5 minutes of qualifying. These drivers, they've only got one lap to do something, BJ, and again, around the road course, man, I've got absolutely no idea. I know there's a right-hand turn, there's a left-hand turn here, there's a few straightaways. We are really out of our comfort zone tonight.
We absolutely are. And I just ran here the other day, and on the back straightaway, you've got the bus stop. There's another one on the front straightaway, or NASCAR chicane. I don't exactly know what they call that. You see Alex Edelman going through it right now. That's a very tight place to go through, and you're heading towards that. At least in the car that I ran, which I'd say is probably close to the same as the trucks, you're heading towards that spot in the track at about 140, 150 miles an hour, and you're going to drop it right down to about 40 miles an hour going through it. It's a rough part of the track. Coming up right here where you see him going through those chicanes aren't too bad, but you carry a lot of speed heading for this hard right-hand turn. And you take it from typically third gear all the way down into first, all the way around that turn. And takes a lot of throttle control not to spin your tires coming out of it. It's a lot of fun, extremely technical, and a lot of these guys probably well out of their element here in the truck series.
Yeah, coming into the road, so or the asphalt side of things, of course, with the National Oval Racing Association, you know, they're running. We've covered quite a bit of their dirt series, you know, last year and of course the year before that as well. They, like I said, they do run. I believe they run a couple of truck series or a couple of asphalt series per night or different nights of the week. I think Monday and a Wednesday. And I think they might even run something on a Thursday as well. But yeah, if you want to get in touch with them, check out National Oval Racing Association on Facebook. And trucks at, well, half of our favourite track, BJ, Daytona, but you've got a few more right-hand turns in than what we would normally see. And if anything's to go by with the dirt guys always been up front, you know, i.e. Christopher Bell winning here a couple of days ago or last night, whenever it was. Do the dirt guys have something for these asphalt guys?
Yeah, I honestly think they do. I feel like super speedways and road courses are the great equalizer. You know, I almost feel like the dirt guys should have an advantage here because this track is so easy to get loose on and spin your tires coming out of the corner, shifting up and down as often as what you do. And I feel like it can give the dirt guys an advantage. Granted, it didn't help me out at all the other day, but when it comes to spinning your tires when you come out of the corner or getting loose coming out of the corner, I think it's going to help them out a lot.
All right, so times are now just starting to come through, and we'll go through and just explain just a couple of things here in just a few moments' time. 1 minute 56.664 for Josh Conover. Justin Bland with a 1 minute 57.086. So you're looking at 0.4 of a second. Over the course of this one, BJ, you look at Alex Cummins, he goes second quick with a 156.957. That's still 0.3 of a second between quick time and second place. I mean, not a lot of time when you think about it though.
It's really not, especially over this long 3.5 mile track, and when we've gone from paces at 180 miles an hour on the back straightaway to 30 miles an hour around the bus stops to 20 miles an hour around the NASCAR chicane. There's a massive difference. As soon as you drop your speed, that car in the back has the opportunity to gain sometimes up to 2-3 seconds on you at a time. Now, granted, when they hit that spot, they're going to lose that time right back after you're already out of it. But you don't know how fast they're going to get through that one section right there and make up that 0.4 of a second that we're talking about here.
All right, well, we do have a 5-minute warm-up session. And before we get into talking to our quick-time driver here tonight, Josh Conover, we are going to just take a moment here and the guys here at the National Oval Racing Association and along with the entire Niels family lost one of their own just a couple of days ago, yesterday I believe it was, Brian Niels, who was a member of the NORA series, and to all these friends and family, of course, our thoughts and prayers are with you. So what we're going to do, we're going to step aside, we're going to take a quick moment's silence and be back, and we'll chat to our quick time qualifier here in just a few seconds time. All right, we are back here on, yes, I'm saying this right, Ultimate Dirt TV. We are here at the Daytona Road Course for the National Oval Racing Association, the Truck Series, and I think it's time we go trackside and let's go chat to the man that lays down a blistering lap time here tonight. And it's going to be the 98 of Josh Conover. Josh, you go quick time here tonight. Is this a little bit of an omen? The dirt guy, Christopher Bell, getting it done yesterday, and dirt guy in yourself, going quick time here tonight. How's that one?
Kind of surprised. I know we've got a couple quote unquote ringers in here. I know Justin Bland's pretty good road guy. Alex Cummings as well. So hopefully you can hang on to it and replicate what C Bell did and get a win here early in the season.
Have you had much practice on this type of, or on the Daytona road course, or are you just sort of coming in here and just sort of doing what we're doing and just going to wing it?
Didn't run any officials. I knew we were a night race, and the officials I think were like noon or so. So I just turned a couple laps last night, probably 25, 30, maybe a little bit more. And the hour practice we had, I turned a lot in there. So not really winging it per se, but definitely not as much practice as I normally put in with the officials and stuff. But mainly got to try and just keep it on the track tonight. That's going to be the big thing.
Now, tonight's race, obviously 44, 45 laps. They're going to be broken up into a couple of different segments. Lap 11, lap 22. Do you change it? Do you change your game plan to try and get just to the end of those segments, or do you have a particular game plan or a particular style in mind on how you approach the road course?
I think it depends on where you're at. I mean, I definitely didn't expect to get pole, like I said, especially with Justin, and Alex, and then a couple newer guys as well. I kind of expected to be maybe top 10, like 6 to 10 area, and kind of just, go try and get to the stage end. But, being up front, you almost kind of have to push a little bit. Track position's key. There's plenty of passing zones, but I mean, you're not guaranteed a caution, until that stage ends. So you really don't want to play around for say and kind of waste laps and not get anything done for say.
All right, well, we're closing in on this little warm-up session, so we'll let you get back to your car. But Josh, before we let you go, if we don't get a chance to talk to you tonight, sponsors, shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes this happen for you?
I want to thank you for stepping up and helping us with this one. I know as far as last minute goes, it's probably the most last minute I've ever reached out to you, but no, you stepped up and helped us. I want to give a shout out. I know people were saying they're going to be watching, but the Neal's family, we lost Brian to his fight with cancer, so I want to give a shout out to them. Hopefully they're tuning in, watching. Hopefully it's a good show. I know Brian ran with us, and we loved having him, so hopefully it's a good show.
No, buddy, good luck, and hopefully we get to see you later on tonight.
I appreciate it.
There we go, Josh Conover, the man that goes quick time here tonight. And well, I think it's time we take a look at your ultimate, I can't even say ultimate Dirt TV starting grid, right, BJ? It just does not sound right. Your starting grid will look like this. Josh Conover, the 98, going to start on pole to his outside. In the 41, it's Alex Cummings.
To the left side of row number 2 is going to be the 88 of Justin Blando. To his outside is going to be Dustin Kleba in 16.
We go back to row number 3 inside. Martin Plute in car number 18 to his outside. In the True Sim Motorsports number 20, it's Christopher Darling, position number 6.
You say inside, outside. Can we really say inside, outside on a road course?
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe, well, when they're on
Anyway,
the road, yes.
Anyway, row number 4 on the left side is going to be Ray Heilig. A lot of O's in here.
No, okay, no.
Oh, that's the owners. Gotcha. There's
Yes.
the owner.
Yes,
Owner's point.
yeah.
All right, so it's going to be Ray Heilig in the 11 car. To his right side is going to be Alex Edelman in the 94.
We're going to start this position number 9. It's going to be Blake Timmons out of position number 10. It's going to be Tyson Palmquist.
Position number 11 is going to be Nick Gilas, and to his right side is going to be Corey Wharton in the 33.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Corey Wharton. Jason Conover lines up out of position number 13. Out of position number 14 is going to be Jake Boyer.
Bruce Ackerman coming up in that 15 spot in the 92, and to his right side is going to be Todd Schneider in the 86.
Row number 9, position 17 is Tyler Reynolds. Position number 18 is Dalton Tucker. In fact, he is actually going to be not there because he's going to be in race control. So we'll just keep moving on.
All right. Position number 19 is going to be Trevor Rapallo in the 90. To his right side is going to be Brian Jones in the 45.
Christian Snyder lines up position number 21, the NSRP Motorsports number 68 from the Great White North. It's Riley Wilson, position number 22.
As we're already going green. Hopefully a quick rundown of the rest of the field here. We've got Jacob Weaver, Keegan Bitzer, Alex Brown, Aaron Beaver, Shane Weinmiller, Josh Stearman, Brian, I think we already covered Brian Jones, but he was falling back here, Dalton Tucker, and Christopher Darling.
Yeah, I can't even say we're going through the first turn 1 and 2 because I think we're at about turn 3 right now. I'm going to have to rely heavily on the track map. Oh, we got a couple of cars around here.
Oh, and that looks like it's the, what is that, 68? Get my overlay pulled up here so I can catch these names a little bit quicker.
Riley Wilson was involved in that one. We'll take a look at an instant replay here. The 68 of Wilson. Pretty sure it happened in front of him too. He was just trying to avoid it.
Did you see the 12 car already around? That 12 car being piloted by Tyson Twist.
See what happened here. Try and get an overhead shot of this one.
Tyson Palmquist Riley.
Oh, he just went by himself.
Ray Hellig. So the 12 car going around on his own, collecting several cars behind, either from them trying to check up and avoid him, or from over throttling it on exit. Super, super easy to do on that right hand turn. These trucks, you remember, are made for an oval. They're not built, the suspension is not designed for a road course. However, they do have modifications to them. Still not designed to turn right, so it makes it very loose on these right hand turns.
One thing I'm going to get you to take a look at, and this is how easy it looks like it's to spin these cars out. Just take a look at his RPM. Just try and listen in to how he gets out of this turn. Now, he gets up on the inside of this Quaker State car, right? They make a bit of contact. It's about to come. There's the contact, okay? Look at the RPMs. Not even 5,000. And he's just looping that car. And probably got a good shot to see the rest of the field coming through. And, man, I'll tell you what, that's a big pucker up, man, when you got the entire field coming behind you like that.
It really is. Like, now granted, they're not moving that fast right there, but that's blind. When you come around there, unless you're running a VR or a triple monitor, you're blind to what's on that side of you when you're coming around that turn.
Alright, first caution of the night, and we'll see the safety car make its way onto the racetrack. What do we do in this situation, BJ? Because, look, if it was on the asphalt side of things, you probably could have spoken of a number of different things coming into tonight. But when I'm on a road course and they go right and they go left and they go straight and they go bendy, windy, washy, I'm take this how you like, but I'm stepping out of my comfort zone in a wheelchair. Yeah, figure that one out, right?
Insert pun here, and we'll just go ahead and throw out a hashtag blame Alex on it.
You know what? There you go. There we go. There is a hashtag blame Alex at the bottom of the timing screen.
He's going to have a cow when he sees that.
Yeah, you know what? As Bart Simpson would say, don't have a cow, man. Am I wrong?
No, not wrong at all.
Right. So looking at their truck series, I believe this is race number 2, and of course they're at Daytona, the Oval, last weekend, and I can confirm that it was Dakota Reader who picked up the winner. He started position number 14. And we know what it's like, BJ, to start at the back of a super speedway and drive up towards the front. It can be done. You've just got to play your cards right. So he picked up the win from position number 14. Dustin Kleber, who started on pole, finished 2nd. Tyson Palmquist started 12th. He finished 3rd. 10th starter was Trevor Rapolo. He got 4th. And how about the drivers that finished 5, 6, and 7? Listen to their starting position. Josh Conover finished 5th. He started 33rd. Shane Weinmiller started 30th. He got 6th. And Keegan Bitzer started 20th. He finished 7th. Another few honourable mentions, of course, was Brian Jones, who started 32nd. He finished 9th. And Alex Cummins, who started 34th and got 12th. So, again, super speedways proving that, their drivers can get it done from the back or to the front. And this is round number 2 coming into the NORA Truck Series for 2021. And this is their 3rd season. And there he goes. Look, he's already watching. Hashtag blame Alex.
I was just getting ready to mention that, but as you were talking about the drivers coming from the back and finishing up at the front, in a super speedway, man, things can flip into your favor and out of your favor so fast. It's absolutely mind-blowing.
Let's who are you picking in this one? We generally do it on dirt, and we've got a fair idea of who's going to be up towards the front each night. Tonight, it's like a lottery at the moment.
We literally have absolutely no idea, but there's one thing that I do know.
Is that we're not cut out for road stuff? Yep. No, look, I agree.
What I was going to say is the one thing that I do know is I have seen one driver in this field on the asphalt side the entire time I've been on iRacing. That goes to show how often I race asphalt. None. And out of those drivers that I've seen on asphalt, he is actually very talented. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Alex Cummings.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Tyson Palmquist was involved in that accident, wasn't he? He was. I'm pretty sure he was. I'm pretty sure he was the one that brought out the caution. I mean, he can still come from the back. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's pit road. Would that be pit road, BJ? Or is it exiting pit road? Yeah.
Yeah, that's exiting pit road right there.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do anything. He was 3rd in last week's season opener. I'm going to go with the 16 here of Dustin Clever, just because he finished 2nd last week.
All right, I'll give that to you.
Yeah, well, I mean, you kind of have to because I've just picked him.
I'm still going with Alex Cummings because he's the only person that I remember racing without a field.
How about the Porsche safety car, mind you?
The Porsche? I got to see that one up close and personal the other day. I drove through it. Trying to catch up to the back of the field, I drove through the pace car. That's how far behind I was. That's how bad I am at road courses.
Now, are we on 2 to green or are we on 1 to green? Because normally the lights would be off, correct?
I don't know how that works on a road course.
Yeah. No.
I feel like we're on 2 to green still.
Yeah. Now I wonder if we can. You know what? Let's try and plug in the. Old two-way communication system. We'll just wait and see that. Make sure that we're not going green this time by, because I would hate to bring someone up who is getting ready to take to the green flag, because there'd be nothing more irritating than to have someone trying to talk to you while you're trying to get in a groove, and
You know what would make it even worse is if they're on push to talk and they got to hit a button to key in their mic on the inside of that car. That's there.
Not on their wheel. Yep.
On their wheel while they've got one hand on a shifter.
Okay, so what's going on here? Are the lights out?
Let me go find the pace car.
Yeah. Okay. Lights are out.
All right, so we are 1 to green now.
So we're still going to go around the whole track.
Yes.
All right. I'll tell you what. We're going to and this is one thing I'm always sort of scared about, is moving people and hoping that it doesn't interfere with what they're doing. But we're going to try and plug into the one-way communication system. Dustin, coming off a good week last week. Well, first of all, have you got a copy?
I got you.
All right. Good opening to the season last week. How are you feeling tonight?
I don't know. We got through about 2.5 corners there, I think, before the yellow came out. We at least got through there clean, so that's a good sign. So hopefully we can do that again here coming up on this restart. But yeah, we got a decent qualifying lap down, got us up here in the top 5s to hopefully we can single file each other out and sort each other out and try and stay clean and go for it at the end of the last stage.
Do you have a game plan for the first half of the race, or is it you just sort of take each lap as it comes?
Man, with me being new to this league, I'm really just here to gain respect and race clean around guys. So my game plan is to keep all 4 tires on the asphalt, and hopefully we can at least be there at the end to compete for a top 5 and maybe even a win.
All right, buddy. We'll drag you back down to the KPR Motorsports. Yes.
Yep, that's right.
All right, buddy. We'll drag you back down, and we'll let you get ready for the green flag here again.
All right, thanks, man.
There we go. And no, that's tomorrow night. But yes, he did message me privately. But there we go. Dustin Clever. We're still about half a track away, BJ, from the green flag.
Yeah, it's a long ways around the track. We saw already in qualifying, it takes about almost 2 minutes for even the faster guys to make it around this track.
Well, it's 3.5 minutes under pace, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, just take gap from going 180 miles an hour at a couple parts of this track down to, we're doing 90 miles an hour all the way around. So, yeah.
All right. Well, again, this was a last-minute thing, and I believe that we're only a little bit of a chicane away from letting the field and having the Porsche iRacing safety car off the racetrack. Unless hopefully we don't have to have any more of the hashtag blame Alex moments in the night. But I get the feeling there's going to be a number of them.
Yeah, there's probably going to be quite a few, as I foresee several drivers going off track. Just out of inexperience from turning right, having to run through your gears like you do here at the famous Daytona International Road Course. But here we go, back to green already. Josh Canover back on the throttle down the front, the front tri-oval part of the main track here, heading into turn number 1, first left-hand turn of the night of the track. Heading straight out of that hard left-hand turn into the S-turns. And right back into a right-hand turn. This is a very hard right-hand turn. So you can get up to about 3rd gear coming into it, and then when you hit it to get a good run off of it, you want to shift down into 1st. See Josh Kenner fall back into 2nd as Justin Bland pulls back up into the lead.
Yeah, I just noticed that when they went into that first left-hand turn, that Josh was probably just a little too to the left of the racetrack. He didn't really have that that big sweeping left-hand turn. He sort of cut it tight, and just by the time he got on the brakes, he sort of locked it up and lost a bit of ground. That obviously allowed Justin Bland to go up on the inside. But tell you what, if these two drivers can get out in front and really pull away from the pack, I get the feeling that we're going to see a pretty entertaining battle up there for the race lead. But everybody so far, as we're about to complete lap number 5 of this 44-lap main event, and all bar the one incident on the opening lap, it's been nice and smooth at the moment.
It has been. They made it right around there quite nicely. Everybody's already giving each other room, knowing that they're going to have to be on the binders pretty hard heading into some of these sharper turns after gathering a lot of speed around the main part of the Daytona Super Speedway to head back into the road course. So everybody seems to be giving each other room and keeping that in mind. Justin White actually just went off the track back in that 17th position. He'll lose a couple of positions.
We'll go back up to the driver that we just spoke to coming to the green flag. Again, a podium last week at the oval of the Daytona Speedway, the season opener for the National Oval Racing Association. Dustin Clever getting car number 16, trying to run down Martin Pluton. We see, obviously, well, what we can see, is a lot of the drivers in the Discord. How much do you think that the strategy comes into it, when you're trying to plan? Do you pre-plan on what you're going to do or what you think you should be doing, BJ, or how would you be approaching, tonight's race?
Well, as you know already, they've got a lap 11 and a lap 22, if I'm not mistaken, competition. What I personally would be doing is holding back. I wouldn't be pushing as hard. You see these two drivers up in the front battling, Justin Bland and Josh Canover battling side by side for the race lead. If it were me, if I were Justin or I were Josh, I'd be backing off and letting the other one go and just hanging back. I'd be saving my tires, saving my fuel, knowing that caution is coming. He's not going to get away from you in the next few laps.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, we now just see a change for the race leaders. Josh Conover is gotten by Justin Bland as we come into what is the back straightaway on the Daytona Super Speedway course. They'll now take a quick left, right, left, a nice little chicane entry here, and Josh Conover is trying to open up a bit of a gap, but as BJ and as we've already alluded to, that lap number 11 will see basically stage 1 complete, and stage 2 is going to be complete at the end of lap number 22. So once we do complete those stages, of course, everybody will get doubled up on the restart. And I think we'll have a 22 lap run to the checkered, hopefully. And again, just first time actually. I don't know why I've got the Daytona road course, but yeah, first time I'm visiting this racetrack on the road course anyway.
Well, the reason you would have the road course would be because I drug you out here one night for a super speedway race and made you fall in love with super speedway racing.
Oh, look, I've always been a big fan of super speedways. Daytona, Talladega, they're two of my favorite asphalt racetracks, and we all know how much I love asphalt racing.
Ultimate Dirt TV.
Bringing you the National Oval Racing Association Truck Series here from the Daytona road course. We've got Josh Stearman, who snuck up on the inside there of Todd Schneider. And look out.
One going for a slide into the turn.
Yeah, that's
that hard braking that I was talking about. And the round goes to 15. That's that quick downshift and RPM change that you have to go through. It's so easy to do that in these trucks here.
Yeah, that's Josh Stearman in car number 15. And again, we'll try and bring up some good battles on the racetrack as Bruce Ackerman sits inside the 10th position. So he's got a top 10. He's got some right rear spoiler damage on that number 92 machine. How much will affect that handling of the race car, BJ? Or have I just thrown it under the bus? With that laugh, I have a feeling I know the answer to that one.
I tend to tear my car up a lot at a road course, and I usually do not take anybody with me. My problem is I'll be heading into a turn quite quickly and heading straight for a wall. So, with that being said, it is my personal experience that I didn't lose any speed with the damage other than on the main track. And the main track here at the Daytona road course is only about half of your concern when it comes to the road course. You've got the entire road course plus just a hair over a mile of extra, or the entire main track plus a hair over a mile extra added on with the infield of Daytona. So with that little over a mile on the infield and then the bus stop on the back straightaway and the NASCAR chicane on the front straightaway, it equals it out when it comes to the damages on your car. The aerodynamics don't matter nearly as much.
All right, and how about this drive from the driver of the number 27 machine, Shane Weinmiller. He's now looking to get up into the top 10, and he started position at number 23, advancing. In fact, sorry, position 33. He is advanced at this stage in 11th position. He's advanced 22 positions, and we're technically only about 4 laps in. So, oh, look out, we've got one car going around, and now we're being told that these under the caution are getting thrown at the 22 lap stage unless there is 2 or more cars involved in that one. And of course, unfortunately, the 12 machine now, I believe that might have been, I can work my time, maybe Riley Wilson or Tyson Palmquist. was one of those drivers. It's Tyson Palmquist in the 12.
Tyson Palmquist in the 12 going around there. Might as well get us another hashtag blame Alex on that one, because who else are we going to blame?
I don't know, but every time we say hashtag blame Alex, it's going to pop up right underneath the scoring standings on the left-hand side. But yeah, Shane Weinmiller, 33rd up to position number 10. And if I look at these, if I look at the results last week, I'm pretty sure that he started 30th, and I believe he may have gotten a top 10 as well. Let me just confirm that one. He started position number 30, and he finished 6th, and it was only by about a 10th of a second. That's a hell of a run for Shane Weinmiller. I gotta say, so far in the first 2 weeks, he's passed the most cars.
Yeah, he. I don't know if they have a bonus point or anything for that. Oh, and that was a downshift way too quick. Any chance we can get a replay in car on that one there? Walk you through exactly what happened. I have been through that more times than I can count.
Absolutely. Look, asking you shall receive, mate. We can do anything.
All right, as you listen in here, I just realized I can't actually hear that feed. But as he comes into the turn, you'll notice he's running. He's turning his wheel to the right, and the car goes left. What's happening there is as he downshift, there's a split second that his rear wheels are free spinning, and then as soon as it grabs that gear, they will go from one speed to another, and that causes them to break loose and go wherever they want to.
Alright, so he did get a hit from behind by the 90 as well. That's Trevor Rapolo, but I don't think that would have had too much effect on that one, other than just maybe giving him a little bump draft here at Daytona.
Yeah, that's about the extent of it. And you notice he still had complete control over his car until you see his tires do a full 180 degree almost changing direction, you could say, but it's not really changing direction, but complete change in pace. That's the word I'm looking for. Underneath the back end of that truck, and that's what caused him to lose control over the car and lose the grip under the rear tires.
Alright, so again, we'll just get the standings up here, and still Josh Conover leads, and well, how about Alex Cummings now? He's all over the back of him, as we are going to work on completing lap number 9. So 2 laps away, BJ, from the first stage being complete, and Josh Conover, not sure if he's going to bag any extra points for winning the first stage, but no doubt that Alex Cummings, he wants to go to the front, and he's made his intentions very, very clear. I'm going to say, oh no, the 27 of Shane Weinmiller.
Got a truck slow on the apron there, or off the track there, I should say. Came to a complete stop at one point in time there. Take a look here at what happens. Comes into the bus stop. Oh no, he hits the turtles. Not just one, but he hits both of those turtles. So those turtles, when you look at them here on the broadcast, they don't look like they're that big, but each one of those turtles comes all the way up past the splitter, past the actual what iRacing and NASCAR itself considers the front bumper, and it just turns into a ramp for these trucks. That's going to cause suspension damage. That's going to cause damage to that front splitter. That is going to completely change the pace of the race for that 27 machine. Even though you can't see damage, there is a lot. I will guarantee you there is a lot of internal damage underneath of that truck, and I will not go into detail of how I know that.
I've got something here for Sean Neistat and Jerry Vansicle. You know what we're about to see? We're about to see sparklers and snakes, baby. There it is.
There's the sparklers, and there's... Actually, he didn't snake it too much. So what he did there when he came to a stop is iRacing will give you a penalty for cutting the course in a situation like that, as he went all the way off the track on his left, and then all the way off the track on his right again. They gave him a penalty. It does look like he pulled it in the pits there.
He's out of the event.
He's pulled it in and called it a night, and is loading it up. And that's a shame to see, but it's really not surprising after hitting those turtles as hard as he did.
You know who's at fault for that one?
Hashtag blame Alex.
Yeah, that's it. Hashtag blame Alex. And we are going to blame Alex because he was all keen to do asphalt. And we finally get an asphalt leak to cover. And where is he? Not turning up for work again.
He's bowling.
Yeah. Yep. Well.
And we have a caution on the raceway. Oh, that's the stage. Never mind. Never mind.
That is stage 1 complete, PJ. Stage 1 complete. What we'll do, we'll take an opportunity to step aside or roll away here for just a few moments here on Ultimate Dirt TV and come back in just a few moments' time. You're watching stage 1 complete for the National Oval Racing Association Truck Series here from the Daytona Road Course.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iracing.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So again, this sounds strange. Ultimate Dirt TV coverage of the National Oval Racing Association Truck Series here from the Daytona Road Course. Brett Wheeler, BJ Duval, and we're going to chat to a driver that, well, BJ picked, and a driver that was really starting to get his move on towards the end of stage number 1. But Alex, Brett Wheeler in the booth, BJ, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hi, buddy. You started on the outside. Well, you started position number 2. I have to get those force of habits out. You're really sort of pushing the issue there on Josh there. Those last couple of laps before that stage 1 ended. How hard were you trying to push the issue and push that envelope to get to the race leader? Were you just trying to, help or help Josh, and you two drive away?
I wasn't trying to push too hard. Just trying to see how the truck's going to be able to handle, and maybe just trying some things that we can do later on in the race. For the most part, just going to try to keep the truck clean. I think that's going to be the most important thing, is to have a clean truck at the end of this.
All right, have you done many laps around here, coming into tonight, whether it was official racing or just in a private test session?
Yeah, I've done a few of the official races. And then I've done some testing I did last night just to try to get familiar with the track. Overall, I kind of like it. It's all right.
All right, what's going to be the biggest thing for you over the next sort of what will be 30 laps?
I think the biggest thing is just going to be to make no mistakes. I think that's whoever can come out on top without making mistakes is going to be the winner.
All right, I'll tell you what, we'll let you get back to chatting to your teammates. Good luck with us tonight, Alex, and FYI, BJ has picked you to win, so...
If you wreck, it's Alex's fault, not mine.
All right, thank y'all.
All right, there we go. I believe it was in the flat line one. I hope we're putting him back in the right one, BJ. I'm trying to remember where we dragged them from.
I remember you saying, yeah, I think it was flatline. Pretty sure it was flatline.
Yeah, again, we are, really stepping out of our comfort zone. We did have the lights go off on the Porsche safety car. It's not a pace truck. I'm used to saying pace truck.
They went off and then they delayed it again. I think there was a few drivers that had fallen back earlier on that they are trying to allow to get caught back up to the field. I do see one car still on pit road. It's going to be Keegan Beitzer, however you pronounce that name. I'll probably pronounce it wrong 30 times tonight in the 24 truck. He is currently still on pit road. I'm not sure if they're trying to give him time to get back out, or if they're just waiting on the 23 and the 26 to get caught up. You see the 26 getting caught up to the field now, and the 23 is almost a lap behind him.
All right, so hopefully the lights on the safety car will turn off, and hopefully everybody is going to be getting ready to take the green flag next time by. Again, we're still about 3.5 minutes away. Anybody that tickles your fancy that you want to have a chat to? Yeah, I've got someone. Just because it's nice and easy, and he's just sitting down there, just in their pre-race general all by himself. We're going to chat to the driver that's in 13th, make that 14th position. Zach, Brett Wheeler in the tower, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, started deep in the field, started 27th, you're up to 14th. That's not a bad stage 1 complete for you.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not an asphalt guy at all. I'm a dirt guy, actually, so it's pretty good.
Wow, okay. So they say everything comes in threes because you're talking to two dirt guys right now, but it's what have you made of the track, and again, what's the plan over the next stage?
I'm just going to try to ride it out. That's what I've been doing the last couple laps. Guys been dropping through, so just ride.
All right, buddy. Look, best of luck. Show these asphalt and road guys what the dirt guys can do, buddy.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll see what I can do.
All right, there we go. Zach Hollinger in the number 9 truck. So again, we can't really call it a car because it's a truck, right?
It is indeed. It is a truck. You got the Ford F-150s, the Toyota Tundras and the Chevy Silverados out here on the track tonight. You know, the Ford F-150s are actually fairly new to iRacing. iRacing just recently finally brought those to service, and a lot of people made the switch over. You see, we got, I believe, more than half the field out here tonight is actually in the Fords. I have to disagree with their taste in car manufacturers, but that does seem to be the popular vote anymore here on iRacing.
I just counted 16 out of the 30 on the timing and scoring screen.
More than half of them. And I only see 4. I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's 10
5,
Chevys.
6. There are 10 Chevys and 6 Toyotas in the entire 34 truck field.
You know what they say about the Toyotas? Oh, what a feeling.
They're better.
And yeah, oh, what a feeling.
That's right. That's right.
Wow.
I say they're better, but look how far back they're sitting.
Yeah, that's because they don't have a 32 and a 56 out there showing how to get it done.
That's right. That is right. Matter of fact, I don't think there's a single 32 or a single 56 in timing and scoring. Matter of fact, I'm looking at it right now, and I know that there is not. So
well,
look at that, Brett. You have fit right in here.
That's exactly right. Just slip right in. Slip right through the cracks.
Oh, I can't believe the 2 best numbers in all of racing are not on track right now.
It
What
is.
up here?
And here's something I just thought about. We're going to do simple math here. 3 plus 2 equals
5.
What's 3 times 2?
6.
You've got 5 and 6. There you go. All these numbers add up.
Absolutely. It's like it was meant to be.
Absolutely.
Green flag back out on the racetrack. Josh Canover hard on the loud pedal once again.
Bland going to sneak up the inside there on Alex Cummings, and Cummings just slips back to position 3, Plute back there in 4. So top 5, 4 of them drive the Ford F-150s, and we'll see what happens here over these next, what would be 6 and a bit, or just under 7 laps, because again, stage 2 will turn the yellow flags and the yellow lights back on the road course here on lap number 22, and then hopefully we're going to get a big run to the end of 22 to lap number 44. Round number 2 of the National Oval Racing Association Truck Series, season number 3.
Absolutely. You know, I got to point something else out here. Talking about 32 and a 56 not being out there and them being the best numbers. I do want to point one thing out. You see the color there, that number 41 sitting in 3rd place?
Mm-hmm.
It's got a solid color right there, it's pink.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at the number of the car sitting in 2nd place right now.
Yeah.
There we go. Right there are 2 cars that belong in the top 3. You got pink and green right there in the top.
Yeah, see, I'm not showing the green on that one.
Y'all seeing the green on his number there?
Oh, on the number, yeah. Are you seeing just an iRacing truck?
Yeah, it's just iRacing.
Okay, yeah, so you're physically talking about the number.
Yeah. He's touching on it there. With caution is back out on the raceway. It looks like it's going to be the 4 car and the 11 car, as they're just now rejoining the main super speedway track back there. We'll see if we can't get a look and see what happens here with our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay.
So that's the 4 car, but I think they started earlier up. Back to.
I'm not showing the wreck on my timing and scoring here.
So Jacob Weaver just stopped there.
Got Trevor Rapallo and Todd Snyder crashed.
I think I might have it, maybe.
Nope. It was on the main super speedway. On our timing and scoring, Todd Snyder and Trevor Rapallo. Showing up there. We'll see if we can't take a look at it there.
Yeah, we got it covered. Here it is.
There we are.
Oh. Oh, look
So
out.
the 86, or is that the 86 and the 11 making contact, make the 86 go around and collect Not sure who that was with him there. The 90 Trevor Apollo.
Yeah, number of cars involved in this one. Now there's a few different. There's a couple of different 11s on the racetrack. You see the 3 or 4 there as well. But Apollo just got. He nearly snuck through that, you know.
He nearly did. Just barely bit him. It looks like.
Ouch.
Oh, who was that just cornered the crap out of him?
That was Aaron Weaver in the 71.
Go.
Aaron
Weaver. Nowhere to go.
Have a look on the very back of this number 90 machine. Ready? What does it say?
He just got himself a little bang there.
That is a banger right there, baby.
You know, I do got to say, Bang Energy, them are some good drinks. I do quite like the drinks, and the colors of his truck are right there representing the cotton candy. That is one sweet, pucker up sweet drink.
Jesus.
Ooh.
There is some heavy contact there. There's a lot of contact. That's going to take out a number of cars in that one. But, you know, you know whose fault that was?
Hashtag blame Alex.
There you go. Every time the caution comes out, it's always a hashtag blame Alex.
I just don't know who else to blame there.
There's only one person to blame.
That's right.
Alright, we're going to step aside once again and play some music, come back in just a few seconds, in a few moments' time.
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. You see the devil in a glance, boy. So I can knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30 horse 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door. And you knocking, might step out like motherfuckers get the dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to
Y'all was
duty.
coming in, and now you're backing out.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Ultimate Dirt TV coverage of the National Oval Racing Association Truck Series, season number 3 here at the Daytona Road Course. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Will Duval, or BJ Duval, and, well, as we said, more times than what we're about to have laps here, or more times than what we're about to turn left and right combined. We're out of our comfort zone.
Yeah, and you know, we were talking about it under the last commercial break that we took. How many oxymorons we've got going on here just in this one broadcast. We're talking about Ultimate Dirt TV over here on the asphalt side, National Oval Racing Association on a road course.
Yeah, it almost just like 2 wrongs don't make a right.
But it makes several rights here tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly what these drivers are going to do. They're making their way down the back straight, the end of the back straightaway on the Super Speedway side of things, and once again we are set for a restart here in probably about 35 seconds time. And tell you what, we're going to go on board with the driver that's going to start or restart in the 3rd position. That's going to be Alex Cummings, and well, we know he's your pick, BJ. Best lap time 157.9.1 or 9:19. I think we had qualifying time of a 156.6, so that's still 0.3 of a second off the pace when it comes to comparing qualifying lap times to an actual race time.
Yeah, there's a big difference when it comes to, you know, being in traffic versus being out there alone, and you're seeing it right there. Alex Cummings qualifying lap. Yes, Alex's qualifying lap was a 156.957. So it shows just how much more cautious these drivers have to be around traffic, not to mention trying to save their tires for the race versus pushing. for the best lap time they can get.
All right, here we go. Challenge on the inside in the 33, Corey Wharton. In that 33 entrant again, we'll bring the numbers up because it doesn't really matter what they're driving, because what we know what they're driving is a NASCAR truck here on the iracing.com service. Connor Bland, Wharton, Cummings, and Blaine Timmons now into the top 5. Looking at biggest mover through the field, Josh Stearman in caliber 15 from the 31st position up to position number 12. So up 19 spots, and he's already making some leeway. I believe he might have been involved in one of the first cautions of the night. But as everybody, okay, we've got one car spinning to the infield. Zach Hollinger, it's our dirt guy.
Oh no!
He was blatantly taken out. That's what we're going to call it anyway. Look, us dirt guys are going to stick together. Speaking of sticking together, we got a good battle right now. Alex Edelman and Ray Heilig.
As I'm going side by side down the main straightaway now, heading into the bus stop. Making a good choice, I think, for Heilig to fall back behind Edelman and not go into that bus stop side by side. That is a dangerous place to be when you're heading into that side by side. I've been there several times and it never ends well.
Now, Justin Blair in the 88, he was all over the back of Josh Connor there just as they come out of that last little chicane. Lap number 20 is complete. BJ, after this lap, one to go in this second stage. How hard do these drivers push it, knowing that there is a caution just in less than 2 minutes time? A few left-handers, a few right-handers, a couple of straightaways, and then again we'll have at stage number 2 getting set to be complete. And now they've got an option, or they've got a choice to make. How far do they try and push the envelope to get to the end of that 44th lap?
You know, at this point in time, knowing that there's another stage ending in one more lap after this one here, I would be pushing extremely hard right now. And then you've got the entire second half of the race for the third stage. That is when I would be hanging back. I'd be waiting, taking my time, especially if I've got a better starting position up towards the front. I wouldn't be pushing anything. The only time that you would see me full throttle on this track is around the super speedway. As soon as we hit the road course, I'd probably be about 3/4 throttle max the rest of the way and taking my time. Trying to save the tires and save the fuel and go as far as you can.
Alright, so you can see it's just shy of 4/10 of a second. In fact, Justin Bland getting the back end of a draft towards that little chicane there on the back straightaway, the super speedway, and they'll take a left, they'll take a right, they'll come back out of that one, come back onto the racetrack. And again, you're still looking at 3.5 of a second. Bit of a gap back there to Corey Wharton, who's now got Alex Cummings. Cummings, it looks like he's got a bit of front end damage on that race car. Is that just the way that the truck looks here from the camera?
It could be the way the truck looks there from the camera. You could probably get a rear bumper view out of that. I believe it's the 33 in front of him. Yeah, I think that's just the way the front of the Fords look. However, it is very easy to get damage on the front of these trucks.
You'd know all about that, wouldn't you? You tell the folks at home how your Daytona road course style went.
Well, I didn't stick around for very long. Going into turns after coming off of the super speedway and not realizing exactly where those turns are because your first time on the track, they brake a whole lot faster than you do, as they know exactly where those turns are.
Something I hate seeing on the dirt side of things, but is it a case of maybe turn the driving line on?
I will never.
What, you haven't seen those Facebook posts? The iRacing fault, or iRacing whose fault is it? And the guys have got driving lines on for dirt.
Yeah, the one thing I can't wrap my head around is when they're asking whose fault is it, and they're the one posting the thing with the driving line on it, and they're saying I'm holding my line as you can see by the driving line. Well, I've got news for you, especially on the dirt side. That driving line don't mean squat.
So
doesn't mean.
Drives you bonkers, mate. Drives you bonkers.
Yeah.
Alright, stage 2. is complete. We'll get these drivers into the pits. They'll take some tyres probably. They'll have a bit of a dash on the fuel. They'll probably fill up. You'd probably almost fill up at this stage, right, BJ?
Absolutely. Top that son of a gun off, put 4 rubbers on there, and get rolling back on the track and hope that you don't make any mistakes on entry, exit, or miss your pit stall for that matter. So you want to get in and out as fast as possible and beat everybody else off the track, or onto the track.
Alright, so I'll tell you what, we're going to let these drivers come in to pit road here in just a few seconds time, and in fact next time pit road's still closed. Geez, even that pace truck just sounds immaculate when it just drives off.
Yeah, they've put iRacing has done a phenomenal job when it comes to the asphalt side of things, especially, and the work that they put into simple things such as the Porsche Carrera pace car.
All right, tell you what, Corey Wharton. Tell you what, Justin Bland, who sits in there. We haven't spoken to Justin, have we?
No, we have not.
Okay, now this should be easy. He's from Outlaw Racing.
There we go.
Yep. So from one outlaw to the other, I'm going to go and hopefully plug in the two-way communication. Justin, Brett Wheeler in the booth. Got a copy, champion?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, buddy. Second spot after stage number 2. How's the car feeling?
It's feeling good right now. I don't know, after that first run, I was really struggling with the rear tires. So this time here, I tried to save the rears the best I could, and I feel like I had the car under me a lot, or the truck under me a lot better. So for the most part, car feels good. I think I'm pretty close to Conover speed-wise, so just got to hope that I can keep the car underneath me for the long run and be there when it counts.
As someone that has very, very little interest in the road stuff, I'm here. What would be the one thing that you would take away from this road course, or what would be the biggest thing in trying to get around this racetrack?
I feel like the biggest thing, especially been like this week in particular, is just throttle control. A lot of these times, at least early in the run, your first gear off these corners, so you really have to be careful how much you're getting in the throttle. And the slightest slip will hurt you for many laps down the road. You burn a little bit your rear tire up, get it heated up, and you're in trouble for a while. So biggest thing is just being, I guess, consistent and try to keep those tires underneath you the best you can and try to be there at the end of the run when it matters. So just try to keep the cars around you as close as possible, but use your tires less than they do.
You know what, what's the strategy here as you guys are about to come into pit road shortly?
It's a good question. Trying to do the math on it. I don't know if we're going to have enough. It's going to be really close fuel-wise. I think we're going to get about 20 laps on gas. So hopefully we'll have enough to make it, but if not, maybe a short pit stop here and try to get on and off pit road as smooth as possible. But I don't know. Just try to keep the car in one piece. That's the biggest thing. Be there at the end when it matters.
No, I'll tell you what, we'll let you get back to your teammates so you can quickly discuss on what you're going to do. Good luck for the rest of the night, Justin.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
There we go. Justin Bland, driver that's sitting in second spot, and I think he's got a right to keep those cards close to his chest, just in case you've got drivers that might be listening in on the broadcast. You don't want to be giving away your strategy for the back half of the race.
Absolutely, I have to agree. But he mentioned one thing. He said you can get about 20 laps on fuel in these trucks here at the Daytona Road Course. The one thing that's running through the back of my mind is, Brett, who's going to lay back for the first 5 or 6 laps and get that extra 2 laps worth of fuel saved up in their truck so they can push later on when everybody else is pitting and get those positions?
Okay, and then the counter question to that one: who's going to be the one to drive away from the field and use up that fuel and maybe pray and hoping that these guys have a late yellow to where they will be able to come in, or have a bit of a quick splash and go, and
that's a very good question as well. But the one thing I'm thinking about, did he win the race off of pit road?
I'm sure.
Did he speed to do it?
I'm sure Conover had his the front nose of that car off the past that cone before Justin Bland did. But man, this is going to be an interesting couple of turns, because if Justin Bland, well, I don't see Conover. Oh, there he goes. Now Conover's going to go past him. Sneaky, giving him a little bit of false hope. Is he playing mind games with him already?
I think he might be. But you know, with what we were saying about who's going to push it and hope for that late race caution, as I started to say, the cautions are far and few between here. Cars go off the track and spin out frequently without a caution. That is a really big gamble to take.
Alright, have we spoken to Josh Stearman yet?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea who we've spoken to throughout the night.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, he's moved up 21 positions, from 31 to 10. Tell you what, we're going to step aside very quickly here on Ultimate. Don't we come back in just a few moments' time. The restart coming in. Well, we're probably sitting at 2 to green right now, so stick around, folks. Other side of this, it's the final stage of the National Oval Racing Association Truck Series Season 3 here on the Daytona Road Course. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ultimate Dirt TV coverage of the National Oval Racing Association Truck Series. Season number 3 here from the Daytona Road Course. Dustin Clever now in the 16. The new race leader, Justin Bland in second. Josh Conover third. We've got one car speeding. That's Corey Wharton in the 33. And we are going to stay green as we head down into what is going to be a little bit of a right-hand hairpin. Easy. We're back under green, and just as quickly we're back to the yellow.
And there's that caution. You know, this point right here, I think, is what would assure them that they can make it to the end of the race on fuel. So, if this does not allow them to save it, will they come in and get fuel, or will they continue to race? Take a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. We see the 4 car. Oh, I'm having deja vu of lap 1 right now.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before.
The same turn, and I think that was the same 3 trucks. Same 3 trucks.
33. I don't think they're not. I think it might have been the 68 or something.
Might have been, yeah. And the 12 truck.
Yeah. Well, just as we come back from commercial break, we come back to the green and again into the first couple of turns. We are back under the safety flag behind the Porsche pace car. Nearly called a pace truck. Wonder why they don't have the official pace truck that you see on dirt for the trucks. Why don't they have a Porsche?
I don't know. I mean, the Porsche is nice, though.
Porsche looks sexy as.
Good catch, good catch.
No, I purposely stopped there. I'm just hoping that people went along with it. 44 laps. So by the time we go back to green, we're still pacing. So that'll be 27, 28 will be 2 to green, 29 will be 1 to green. And we'll start lap number 13. So what is going to be, BJ, 15 laps left of this one. Who do we talk to this time?
15 laps to go. Is Brian Jones in here? Brian Jones is on a pretty good roll right now. So he's up to the 4th position. It's up 15 spots.
Alright. I'll tell you what, let's try and once again we'll try and plug into our 2-way radio. Brian, Brett Wheeler in the booth, got a copy?
I got you.
No, buddy, loud and clear. Hey, hell of a run tonight so far for you. You picked up 15 spots, you started 19th, you're running in 4th. How's the car feeling?
I'm not really sure how the car's feeling. I've just been kind of babying it around here and trying to avoid some contact.
I think that cat on the back of your, the back of the boot there and your spoiler's got a little bit of damage. Do you know you've got the damage there?
Whenever I pull in pit road, it tells me I have about 10 seconds of damage. I'm not sure what that was from, but it's not really affecting the car too bad.
I'll tell you, we'll get a good look of it from the chopper here, and it almost looks like your cat has got a sad face on the back of that truck. But expectations coming into tonight for yourself, obviously, everybody wants to come out here and they want to win. But what was going to be the goal for you tonight?
Well, looking at if I got a top 10, that'd be probably pretty good. But then I kind of passed like the first 20 cars pretty easily, so I'm hoping for a top 5 at this point.
All right. Now, fuel-wise, are you guys going to have enough to go to the end with this yellow coming out and have about a 15-lap run?
So before the caution, I was about 0.8 of a lap short. I expected with this caution, I should probably make it. Now, I don't know if you want to give us your strategy here, because you just don't know if other drivers are listening into the broadcast. But are you going to be just sort of going for it, going all out for the win, or are you sort of going to hang back and hope to save that bit of fuel for the end of the race? Well, I think I'm good on fuel, so I'm just going to send it.
No, nice way to put it. Nice and easy, Brian. Good luck for the rest of the night, and hopefully we get to chat to you later on.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Brian Jones, the driver of the number 45 machine, and it does look like that cat's got a sad face, right? It's not just me.
No, it's definitely a sad cat. I love what he said there. He's just gonna send it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't know that we've ever done so many interviews in one race.
No, a world first. And
Or
a world first
ultimate.
because, yeah, a world first for Ultimate Dirt to be on the asphalt side of things, but more importantly, on a road course. Hey, I've just seen Alex Cummings in the 41 coming into pit road, so maybe some drama, maybe just getting some damage fixed. Because remember, he did have that front end damage at the start of the race.
Maybe he did have it. Maybe that's what he came in for. I don't know that I would have, as minor as it looked like it had to have been. You see several drivers there actually came into the pits, I'd say probably running a lap or two shy of finishing the race. We'll find out here and see what happens with the next 15 laps of the race after we come back green.
Well, I get the feeling that the worst may have just happened for Alex Cummings. He might be out of the event. No, it's still showing him back on pits. Okay, so maybe just trying to fix something out. Might have had a wheel issue or something like that, hardware issue to where that he has to obviously quickly get out of the car and whatnot. But we'll certainly, hopefully, we'll certainly see that number 41 come back towards the front. Who did I pick?
I don't actually remember.
Hang on. I'm pretty sure I picked Clever.
No, you definitely picked.
I
think you picked Alex Brown. Yeah, it was definitely Alex Brown.
No, hashtag blame Alex. Not blaming Alex this time. Not blaming Alex Brown. We're blaming Alex Robinson. No, I'm pretty sure I went with Dustin Clever just because he started on pole last week and he finished second. And
yeah, that sounds right, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you go with the only other asphalt guy that you had in the field, or that you've seen race. Shows how much we know about asphalt, right?
Absolutely, and you know what? If things are as bad as they look right now for Alex Cummings, I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
You know what? No, I was going to say, we don't even have to say it. I'll just bring it up on the screen. There we go.
I'm surprised our phones are not blowing up on this one, as we know Alex is watching right now.
Yep, but you know what? This was meant to be his job. He wanted to do asphalt stuff. We give him an opportunity, and just like last Thursday night when he cost me a championship, he didn't turn up to work. It doesn't show up again.
It's Alex's fault.
Certainly is. Alright, we're going to pay just a couple of quick bills here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Come back. Again, just a quick word from our sponsors. tell you what, you can't count that high. We are back on the airways here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Brett Wheeler, BJ Naval. Yes, you are seeing this right. What you're about to see, we are live from the Daytona International Speedway, the road course. 5.7 kilometers. I don't know what that is in. What do you use over there? I had
5.7 kilometers. Is that the length that we're looking at?
Yeah.
That is.
I don't know what that equivalates in miles, but
3.56.
Okay. Wow. I mean, I can't even dream about walking that far. I would be flat out walking the 0.7 in the kilometers. Even then, like actually, I'm going to go one step. I'm going to go one roll further. I'm not going to take it one step further. I'd be lucky to walk 50 meters or 40 yards. I think I've just lost my. I think he's lost it. Good
Sorry. Because I don't know how many people are watching this or who watching this or might watch this back later that knows you. Or knows anything about you.
It's real simple. I'll put it simple. I'm in a wheelchair. And I can't walk all that far. I'm flat out walking to the bathroom, which is like not even 10 meters away from me.
And that's why I lost, because I'm like, he just threw the biggest pun out there, and I feel like half the people are not going to get it.
Alright, tell you what we are going to get though, we are going to go back to the green flag in the number 16 machine. Dustin Clever, your race leader. Josh Conover, who went quick time here tonight in qualifying. Justin Bland trying to move to the outside, trying to move into the second spot. They'll come through the first left-hand turn. And we're 2 by 2, second, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is now. We spread them out single file. We come to the exit of pit road and what should be turn number 2, right?
I don't know if that's turn number 2 or turn number 4, because I don't know if you call those S turns 1 turn, 2 turns, or no turns. So I'm not sure, honestly.
Turn 2.5, turn 3, and up. We're working on 15 to go. Look out, Conover nearly got into the back of Clammer, and earlier he certainly locked up those rear tyres on that 98 machine. Done very well to control that one. You can see the field making their way down into the final left-hand turn as they make their way back onto the Super Speedway turn number 1 and 2. And this is where they're going to carry a lot of speed, BJ.
Yeah, they're going to pick up right around 280 miles per hour and then get hard on the binders as they get almost all the way down the back straightaway and head right into that bus stop. You see Dustin Kleber right now slowing down. You know, it takes a lot of faith in the cars behind you to just almost lock them up to head into that, to not get rear-ended.
I'll tell you what, the top 3 have moved themselves a second and a half clear of 4th place. Brian Jones, Nick Gielis, Martin Plute moves into position 5. Gielis back to 7th. He's dropping back very, very quickly. But I'll tell you what, these top 3, they're going to be very careful going through those turns. Josh Conover has some sort of virtual mechanical issues. We'll hope to see that he gets those sorted out, but right now it's going to be the 88 of Justin Blair going to move into what will be second spot. Peter, when that happens, when a car has those virtual mechanical issues to where you can't see them on the racetrack, it makes it very difficult on an oval side of things, let alone cannot imagine what it's like on a road course.
Yeah, no, not at all, especially when you're running that close to their back bumper and then all of a sudden they're just gone. You have no idea if they're going to appear inside of you, if they're going to appear beside of you, if they even know where you are on the track. You have no idea. It's starting to look like we might not be getting him back as I see his trailer pulling out of the pit area as we speak.
Yeah, tough break there for Josh Conover. And again, the driver that went quick time here tonight, he led a handful of laps, a number of laps, more than a handful actually, and well, was in line for what could have been a podium position. But speaking of podiums, 1 and 2, Dustin Clever, Justin Bland Clever on the top side of the racetrack as Justin Bland in the 88 going to move back into the race lead. And is this part of maybe what could be a little strategy, PJ? Just sticking behind the guy behind you and again try and force him into a mistake to where he locks up the brakes just a little too much and again maybe spins that truck out?
You know, it very well could be. It also could be a strategy, falling back just a little bit and giving him room to save your tires while he continues to push on.
All right, well, speaking of pushing on, Justin Bland is nearly half a second in front of second place. Dustin Clever again, Clever coming off a second place finish last week at the Daytona Oval, the super speedway in the season opener last week, and I would have loved to be a part of that one. Third place at the moment, Brian Jones in the 45 again. Well, that kitty cat trying to make something happen here. Again, that damage on the back, and we spoke to Brian during the last caution, said that he kept having those those 10-second optional repairs to get fixed, but when a truck's that damaged, I think it's going to say that all the time.
Yeah, pretty much. There's not really another way to put it. I was trying to think of something, but there's really not.
Trying to think of something clever, eh?
Yeah, but you know what the problem is there. I'm sure you do.
Yeah, hashtag blame Alex.
Well, yeah, we'll go with that. I was going to say the fact that I was trying to think.
Yeah. You thinking it's just like Alex trying to do math on a live broadcast. Anyhow, we spoke about Josh Conover. His brother Jason at the moment in Caliber 99 sits there in the 5th spot on the racetrack here. And again, we are working on completing what is lap number 32, the final stage of the second round of season number 3 for the National Oval Racing Association, the Daytona Road Course, right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Yes, let that sink in just for 5 seconds. Ultimate Dirt TV, and here we are on the asphalt side of things and a road course. It's looking good.
Brett, I will say this much. This is not the first time asphalt's ever been on Ultimate Dirt TV, though.
No. World of Thunder?
No. It actually wasn't that long ago. I'm pretty sure we both streamed, actually, at the same time. We had Indy cars here at Talladega, but we were behind the wheel then.
Yeah, so you had me thinking then. Yeah, the old noggin going, what are you talking about? Speaking of what we're going to talk about, Alex Cummings. Remember we spoke about it, he was sitting back in pit road. He would have restarted in the high teens. He's up to position number 9.
He's working his way back through the field. I wonder if he wasn't just kind of getting a little bit of damage maybe underneath the truck repaired or something, because the front to me still looks about the same. We're watching him go around right in front of Alex. Right in the middle of the track. Everybody doing a fantastic job to get around him though.
Tyler Reynolds in the 61 meanwhile did catch a big piece of that one. We caught that right in front of Alex Cummings, who we were just talking about. Josh Stearman. There's a few guys who we could really take some jabs at here. The puns really could be real, and not like Alex. What about Justin White?
Yeah. I'm gonna leave it alone.
I've done it again. That's 2 in about 3 laps.
Oh Lord. Never a dull moment here on Ultimate Dirt TV.
Yeah, no, it's just again, we do what we can. We like to bring the entertainment value. And speaking of the entertainment value, I get the feeling that what I just was watching on the timing and scoring, Justin Bland was about 1.3, 1.4 seconds clear, but Dustin Clever, he closed that gap, but just for that little chicane now. He lost half a second to Justin Bland, and we spoke to a couple of these drivers, and They did say that they were just going to send it.
We absolutely did. And if you remember right, I mentioned that one during qualifying, I believe it was, early on in the broadcast, the difference that those bus stops, the bus stop and the NASCAR chicane on the front straightaway, the difference that it can make.
Right, so you can see the track map on the right-hand side of the screen, just above the iRacing logo. And again, a big thank you to iRacing for, again, giving us a wonderful platform to race on and giving these drivers a wonderful opportunity to showcase what they can do behind the virtual. And again, drivers from all around the globe, whether you're from Australia, America, New Zealand, Canada, France, Netherlands, Germany, there's Spain, Europe, just in general. Again, all around the globe. iRacing and their staff do a wonderful job, not only on the cars but the tracks, and just the detail that they put into this, BJ. There is really nothing like it, and this is why this is the #1 simulation.
You know, there's no exaggeration to that whatsoever. You know, all the work that we see they put into these tracks and these cars. Think about how much work they put into the scenery on the outside of the track. What was it, last night in World of Thunder, we were showing they might be two world famous places at the Knoxville International Raceway in that area right there, but one place that to me wouldn't even be notable, the Knoxville Medical Center.
And you know what also we found last night as well, while we're scoping the scenery out up inside those up inside the, not the church bells, but where was it, but we also found the courthouse. What did you let the folks who we found?
Dale Earnhardt Jr. and whoever his compadre was right up there with him, up in the bell tower.
So if you ever go to the Knoxville Raceway on iRacing, if you load into a server, just go look for the courthouse. Once you find the courthouse, look at the very top. Speaking of looking at the top, Jason Conover, he looks to the outside to let the 41 of Alex Cummings go by. And Cummings going to move to position 5, so not a bad recovery, but look at Jason Conover and Nick Gillis going to fight it out for 6th and 7th. They'll drag race down a little bit of a short straight. They'll take a quick lefty, a quick righty, and get ready for the little right-hand hairpin here.
And Brett, you know what Alex Cummings is saying right now as he's working his way back through the field as he moved back into the top 5?
What's that? What's he saying? What's he thinking?
I'm Cummings.
Nice. I'm digging it. How long did that...
Probably the worst pun that Ultimate Dirt TV's ever had come across.
No, but we've definitely had some worse ones. That didn't take long to brew one, did you?
You know, it really didn't take me long to come up with that Newton.
Yes, nice, Gary. Corey Wharton, one of the drivers who we see take a little bit of a spill early on in the race, made his way back to the top 10. Josh Stearman, well, he steered his way from 31st up to position number 8. Yeah. And it looks like he might lose the spot because here comes Wharton and Reynolds to the inside. Reynolds in the 61 machine, so Stearman, he'll move to the top, but now he'll come back down, slot back in position number 10. And you got to wonder, is that just not so much of a tactic, but maybe just realizing that those two drivers in front of him might have a little bit more confidence, a little bit more speed to get around here.
Yeah, it takes a completely, to me, I would call it an unnatural amount of talent to not only turn a fast lap here, but to turn 44 fast laps here. Move your way through. So it's respectable to make way.
Hey, I did see as well, you spoke about Josh Conover and the virtual truck going. They've pulled back in. They brought the backup car out. They had to quickly go and change cars. And Josh Conover is back on the speedway. He's in 21st position right now. But he is 2 laps down. 2 laps down would not give him the wave round unless he moved in front of Jack Weaver and I believe the first car on the lead lap, providing that they do give them wave rounds, he would actually be the first car to get a potential wave round. And again, he would need pretty much back-to-back cautions to get back on the lead lap. But from any time from now, if we see back-to-back cautions, that's going to end the night.
Yeah, it pretty much would if we got back-to-back cautions. As that's 3 laps per caution, that's 6 laps. They'd have either a green-white checkered or a 3-lap dash to the end.
Well, you think about the 3 laps that they do under the caution. Don't forget, it stops on the lap you're on as well. So if they're on lap 36, let's just say the caution was to come out. Right now, we're technically going to lose 4 laps because we will complete this lap, but it would be under yellow. And then it goes into pacing. So you don't pace straight away. You finish the lap that you're on, then you go into pacing when the pace truck pulls out. So you lose 3 laps plus whatever lap you're on. So again, you basically essentially you're going to lose 4 laps.
So it would fall down to a green-white checkered if we had 2 back-to-back cautions to get him back on the lead lap, and then he'd have to come through
20 cars.
We got 19 cars on the lead lap.
So we'll just keep working our way through the field. Let's go and take a look at Josh Stearman in 10th position. That was Tyler Reynolds, who we were watching. In fact, we've been watching those. How about Brian Jones? Again, another one of these drivers that we spoke to during one of the caution flags, and again he's got some rear end damage on the race car, and he said it wasn't really effectively handling too much. I guess it won't matter all that much, BJ, especially compared to the super speedway, the oval side of things here at Daytona.
For sure, and even on the regular oval side of this track, of the oval side part, you get what I'm saying there. On the oval part of this track.
Where is he going now?
Yeah, they're only up to speed for a short amount of time. A very short amount of time. It only takes them about, I'd say, 20 seconds to get back to the chicane.
Story of my life. Only taking about 20 seconds. That's how long I would last on the road course.
But I tell you what, Brian Jones has definitely jonesed his way through this field, up 16 positions.
Jeez, you're really trying to win this battle, aren't you?
That one was definitely a stretch.
yeah, that one was pretty bland. Speaking of bland, it's Justin Bland in front with.
I thought it was pretty clever.
Pretty clever, eh? Oh. See the way that rear end just sort of kicked out there on Justin Bland. And what is 7 to go. Laps winding down. We are, we're close to 2 minutes. By now, actually, let's look at the last lap times. Because this is, again, 156 is what we're at. 155, 156 is what we were at the start of the night on qualifying. We are now, last lap times, 2 drivers, in fact, under, or now 3 drivers, as the scoring and the timing screen starts to take effect. 3 drivers under 2 minutes. Everybody else 2 minutes or above.
And Justin Bland over a full second faster than Kleba. At this point in time, I don't know about you, Brett, but I'd probably be backing it off and taking it easy and just calling, you know what, let's take the slow and steady route.
Well, again, there's a reason why that we're not in the race, in the trucks, and we're up here high above at the Daytona road course, and all the wonderful sights and sounds here on Ultimate to be Dustin Kleba, Bruce Jones. They're going to find themselves locked in a nice little tussle and a nice little battle here in the final, what will be now 6 laps remaining. Is your race leader Justin Bland going to come up to lap Aaron Beaver in car number 20 in car 71. That'll put him 4 laps down here in just a second. Tell you what, these drivers have done a phenomenal job, considering that this track would probably be one of the most difficult tracks to get around in a truck on the schedule.
Oh, for sure. The back ends of these things being so light. makes them so much different, so much fun to drive compared to anything else too.
Oh, Jones, I think he made a mistake there and just locked the brakes up. And again, you see that rear end kick out there on Clever's car, just like it did on Justin Bland's car. So again, these tyres, well, they're starting to lose their grip here. And man, it's going to be real scary. BJ, what's it? I don't know if you would have gotten this far into a run here at the road course, but what is it like when the rear end kicks out on you?
I got actually a long ways through this, but it's thanks for throwing me under the bus again. It's unnerving is the best way I can think to put it. You're coming around there, especially when you're in traffic and you got cars close behind you, you got cars in front of you. The back end kicks out, and your first thought is, actually, I can't repeat my first thought, but not on there anyways. But you're looking in your mirror instantly and praying that you're not about to get hit as you try to recover the car and think about that at the same time. Where, if this thing spins out, what direction do I need to turn the wheel to get out of the way? That's my first thoughts every time you go around, and it's an unnerving feeling.
All right. Well, again, as we come up to the what will be 5 laps left to run, we're still about 10 minutes away from having this race completed, provided we stay under the green flag conditions, or whether we see that dreaded caution flag coming out. Jason Conover and Corey Wharton engaging in a nice little battle here for positions number 6 and 7. Again, keep an eye on the gap between Dustin Kleber in 2nd and Brian Jones in 3rd. If that gap starts to close up, we'll certainly go back to that battle for 2nd and 3rd. But just as these drivers head off down into the final chicane, or what do you call them, the bus stops?
The back straightaway, they call it the bus stop. The front straightaway, I believe they call that the NASCAR chicane. I'm not 100% sure on that. I know the back one's bus stop. Not 100% sure on the front one.
What I know is, I know turns 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's about as far as I can get.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Now, who do we appreciate? Ultimate Dirt TV for being on the road course here at Daytona, baby.
Yeah.
All right. 5.5 second lead for Justin Bland. He is really motoring along in that number 88 machine. And I'm surprised that no one, well, again, we had no idea who to pick. As there goes the 23, or was that the 28 of McPherson? And we just, that was a drive, yeah, it was McPherson in the 28. So McPherson now going to go another lap down. And from here on out, we would have a 1-lap shootout if the caution flag comes out. Now, if the caution flag does come out, the only reason why it's going to come out is if there is 2 cars or more involved in a caution. If it's a single car spin, race control will not throw the yellow flag, and again, we'll keep this race going right till the very end. As Stearman gets by, or has gotten by Brewer, now tries to work his way and just give him a little bit of extra breathing room. Josh Ackerman is going to be probably the next car to go a lap down, or maybe not go a lap down, because you take a look at the track map, BJ, and he's just heading off into that first turn as Justin Bland takes another lap off the board with 4 to run this time by.
40 laps down and 4 to run. I'll tell you what, you mentioned looking at the track map. The only car that I can figure out exactly who they are and where they are is actually... Oh, nope.
Yeah, what about car numbers? Is that going to help you?
Is what?
Yeah, but the car numbers don't help me because I don't know who's driving who.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, I can go initials, and again, I can go 3 letters. Look down. Oh, look down. At the turn 1, you're about to see BLA, as in Justin Bland, and look who's in front of him, Ackerman, and you've got Alex Robinson, black. Could not time that any better. And you know what we say to that one?
Hashtag Blame Alex.
Oh boy, we love Alex here.
Absolutely. You know, Alex he's one of the most loyal people that I think I've ever met. He's stuck by us no matter how frustrated he's been with us. He's stuck by us, and he'll show up to work as long as he doesn't have to work for real.
Hang on.
As long as he doesn't have to work for real.
What happened last week? What happened last Thursday? You know what happened last Thursday? He cost me a championship.
I said as long as he doesn't have to work in the real world.
Yeah, what's that? Sorry, new phone, who this?
But yeah, we do love Alex. He's one heck of a guy. We give him a hard time, but he's one heck of a guy, and we blame him for everything.
All right, Bruce Ackerman and Justin Bland coming across the start-finish line. Another lap in the books, and we now find ourselves just 3 laps away. Again, we watch this battle for positions number 9 and 10, Josh Stearman and Jason Brewer. The Bud Light up against, I'm not sure what that is. Let's try and get a closer look at what's on the back of that one.
I don't know. All I know is
you know
I
what?
really should have voted for him because that is West Virginia, and that's the reason he's 3 or 4.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here. On the back of that race truck, on the rear quarter pad. Oh, look out!
Oh, no! I'm sorry. That's my fault.
You know what that calls for?
Hashtag blame Alex. I'm actually going to do something really quick here because I know a Jason Brewer, and I just saw that West Virginia on the side of his truck.
Alright, so just as I suspected, take a look on the rear quarter panel and on the back of that race car in loving memory of Brian Neal, the man that so many people, so many friends and family lost just a day or 2 ago. And again, to the entire Neal's family, on behalf of National Oval Racing Association, of course, Ultimate Third, to be our thoughts and prayers are with you during this difficult time. Don't be afraid to speak out. It's okay to feel some pain as you guys celebrate the life of Brian Neals. I think Brian's playing silly buggers here on Jason, because ever since we've taken a look at that race car, Jason Brewer has had a shocker.
Has had a what?
A shocker. A Barry Crocker.
Yeah.
He's had a horrible run. And look who's up on the back of him. The 98 of Josh Conover.
And Josh Conover's still out there running in the 20th position, 2 laps down. Does not look like it's even going to be possible for him to get his back-to-back cautions that he was looking for.
Nope, and even if we were to see a caution anyway, even if we did have a green-white checker, the wave round would go to Bruce Ackerman in the 92. Brian Jones, meanwhile, 19th up to position number 2. Martin Plute in 3rd position. Dustin Clever had some dramas. And he's back there in the 5th position, but as your race leader, Justin Blair, will watch him for the next lap and a half as again just continues to take each turn one by one, thinking about going to victory lane. He just still needs to take it easy. He's got a 10-second advantage, a 10-second window. That's a big window.
I'd be set on cruise control right now and slouched down on my chair and probably half asleep by now, knowing that I'm
broadcasting
coming
an
around.
asphalt race. That sounds like what you're doing right now.
Yeah. No comment.
Valheim? Question mark?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Or are we going to asphalt racing after this?
I may or may not have Car Mechanic Simulator open in the background right now.
Ooh, okay. What are you working on?
Right now, nothing. It's on in the background. I gotta go through the tutorial and couldn't do that and concentrate at the same time.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll let you concentrate on that. I'll concentrate on the race leader. Going to have 1 to go. The white flag about to come out for Justin Bland in car number 88. And it's not a short 12, 18, 19 second lap time. Nope, it's about a 2-minute lap time. So if I can continue to talk for 2 minutes and let BJ continue his tutorial, we're going to watch Justin Bland do a tutorial here around the Daytona International Speedway, the road course of season number 3 for the National Oval Racing Association. This is their truck series here in round number 2. Of course, last week, round number 1, their season opener was at the Super Speedway, where Dakota Rita charged from position number 14 to get the win. Dustin Clever from the pole position finished second, and Tyson Palmquist from 12th up to position number 3.
And just putting this out there, Brett, I'm going to finish this race out with you. We only got a half a lap left to go. Justin Brewer's race to lose right here.
You mean Justin Bland, not Jason Brewer?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I said.
You're trying to combine the two, right?
That's what I said. On my screen, I'm watching him on my screen, and you got yours over on the other screen.
Okay.
Justin Bland's race to lose.
So you were trying to combine our screens.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, each to their own, whatever works. Todd Schneider on the verge of going a lap down here in kind of 86 to the 88 of Todd Bland is. What was the backstretch one? Was that the bus stops?
Backstretch is the bus stop, correct.
Yeah, I got one right. It's only taken me an hour and 50 minutes. As what has not taken an hour and 50 minutes is this lap. It's taken a little more than a minute 50, but here he comes, final time as through this. Oh, look out the 86, don't Kyle Busch it. Nope, he's got it. We are coming to the checkered flag. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner here tonight in car number 88 is going to be Justin Bland. We'll have to wait a few more seconds to see as Brian Jones going to cross the start-finish line there in second spot. Martin Flute not too far away from coming across the line in third spot in car number 18. He is done, along with Alex Cummings in fourth. Fifth is going to go to Dustin Kleber, but we'll take a look in just a few moments' time, because while these drivers continue to wrap up their laps here at the Daytona road course, a victory celebration. Again, a night that is filled with heavy hearts here tonight as, again, these drivers celebrate the life of Brian Niels, and Justin Bland is going to victory lane. Top 10, top 11 cars have finished. We're just awaiting about 6-7 more drivers to finish this one up. But BJ, we can now officially say this. We stuck around here on the dirt channel for a NASCAR truck race on the asphalt, and more importantly, on a road course.
Broadcast of nothing but oxymorons, and there for a while, nothing but the worst puns you'll hear on air.
2021 off with a big bang. Speaking of morons, how about the two guys up in the booth?
Yikes.
Nice. Alright. So, just very quickly, while Justin Bland is going to finish the lap and he'll get to do some donuts here, we'll take a look at the official results coming up. Justin Bland wins. Brian Jones, Martin Flute, your podium. Alex Cummings, Dustin Clever, your top 5. How about Cummings from the back of the field back to position number 4? What a drive by him. Corey Wharton in 6th. Jason Conover, Nick Gillis, Josh Stearman, and Trevor Rapolo, your top 10 drivers.
And it's going to be Tyler Reynolds, Adam Newton, Jason Brewer, Justin White, Christian Snyder running your top 15. Then it's Alex Edelman, Todd Snyder, Zach Hollinger, Bruce Ackerman, Josh Canover, your top 20.
Then we go back to Anthony McPherson, 21st, Aaron Beaver, Corey Danielson, Jacob Weaver, Tyson Palmquist, 25th, Christopher Darling, Keegan Bitzer, Blade Timmons, Ray Hellig, and Alex Brown. And then just to round out the final 3, Jake Boyer, Riley Wilson, and Shane Wymiller. Dalton Tucker, of course, who was in race control. and someone is doing donuts, but it's not our race leader because he'll now get an opportunity to do those. And well, before he does that, he's just going to do a virtual chair dance. I don't think he knows how to do burnouts.
Maybe he doesn't have a clutch. Are they lining up for pictures, maybe? It looks like they might be lining up for pictures.
That could be exactly what is happening. Is getting that's not a bad shot of your top three.
Nah, it's really not.
It's what they call parody.
I like the way they did it there on the line. That's very classy. And they have something to line themselves up on. Over on the dirt side, we try to get the dirt guys lined up for pictures sometimes, and even telling them to put their rear end against the wall, they still can't line it up.
Yeah, dirt guys. Hey, huh. How dare they?
I wouldn't know anything about stubborn dirt guys that don't listen. I mean, it's not like I'm one.
Yeah, no. Look, I've never touched dirt in my life.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Yeah, and who? Swinging a calendar to the dirt, going down into the grass and gonna rip up. Here, the Daytona side is your race winner, Justin Bland, ladies and gentlemen, in car number 88. Your winner here from round number 2, the Daytona road course. We'll go track side here in just a few seconds' time. We're going to chat to our podium. Alright, we are back here at Ultimate Dirt TV. We are now trackside, and we're going to chat to our top 3, and we're going to go down into Gatorade Victory Lane here in Calibrated. It's Justin Bland. Justin, well, congratulations, buddy. 44 laps is complete, and you are the Daytona Road Course winner here for the National Oval Racing Association Truck Series in season number 3.
Yeah, man, what a race! Finally got one of these wins. I don't know. I have horrible luck on road courses. I'm always fast, but just can never seal the deal. So it's nice to finally get this one.
Well, after stage 2, it was hopefully going to be green for the rest of the way. That indeed, I think we had one caution after that one, which was pretty much straight after we went back to green flag, and led you guys into what was I think about a 15 or 16 lap stint. What was going through your mind, and what was going to be the plan on that last restart?
I knew on that last restart, I just needed to try to get. I knew the 16 was on older tires, and Josh was stuck behind him, so I knew I was gonna have to try to beat the 16 in the 1. But for whatever reason, when I tried the downshift in the 1 coming to the start, I didn't. I was still in second, so I blew the first restart. Got stuck behind those 2 cars, and was just gonna ride around, try to save those tires until last few laps. But Conover ended up blue screening there. It sounds like, and then I just worked on the 16 until he made a mistake, and I was able to get around him, and then just tried to put as much of a gap on him as I could. And when that happened, I don't know, at that point, the car just felt good. I was able to just run consistent fast lap times. I was able to build up a nice gap to second place there.
Well, in those last 5 laps, obviously your margin, your time was just continuing to build there. Was there a point during those last 5 laps where you tried to take it easy and just work through those lap cars?
Yeah, they're probably the last 5 or 10 laps. I knew the 16 because I think I was only 1 lap to the good on fuel there at the end. So I knew me being that close to 16 didn't pit with us there. So I knew he wouldn't make it. So it was a matter of just trying to keep third place back at that point, and I was able to get enough of a gap to them to where I was able those last few laps just to kind of ride. I was trying not to push the lap cars or anything like that, just give them space, let them do their thing, and then whenever they had the chance, just let me through. So lap cars are really respectful tonight. They gave me plenty of room all night, so shout out to them for just being courteous. I know a lot of these races the lap cars want to race you. So I appreciate them giving me extra room there. Those last few laps made my job a lot easier for sure.
All right, buddy. Well, look, well done on coming into victory lane here tonight. The Daytona road course. Again, this is round number 2 of the National Oval Racing Association season number 3 of the Truck Series. Justin, before we let you go and celebrate with the team, of course, sponsors, shout all that good stuff, champion. Who makes this happen for you?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, as you can see, we got green numbers on the car this week. I'm just here filling in. Unfortunately, Timmy Harper, his dad, passed away from bile duct cancer, so we just want to give a huge shout out to that family and know that we're all thinking about him. It's a horrible thing to have to deal with, so he's in our thoughts and prayers right now. And thanks, Christian, for bringing me on board today. He knows I love the road courses, so he asked if I'd fill in, and I couldn't turn him down, so it was fun to get back out here with these guys. I've not raced with this league in a little bit, and I'm going to have to definitely run some more. Have a lot of fun with these guys.
All right, well, congratulations on the victory, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Bland home in first place. We'll chat to the driver that comes home in second place here tonight. It's the 45 of Brian Jones. And Brian, well, we spoke to you during one of the cautions there, from 19th up to second. You got to be happy. You got to be pleased with that result.
Yeah, I'd say I'm over the moon for that result. I just tried to keep the car as clean as I could all night and save the tires and let the result come to me.
All right, just a couple of cautions outside of the end of the stage, of course, coming at obviously lap 11 and 22. There was a caution with about 16 or 15 to go. Did your game plan change at all on that restart?
Well, I knew that going into the last stage, we needed probably either a caution or pit under green to have enough gas to make it. So we were pretty lucky with that caution to come out kind of there at the start of stage 3. So from then on, we were just full speed ahead.
No, I know you were running in third spot and up until about I think about sort of 5 to 10 to go. What was going through your mind when it was Dustin who made the mistake and give you second spot? What was going through your mind? Did you think that you're going to have any sort of chance at catching the race leader, Justin?
Oh, absolutely not. No, I don't fancy myself as a road course driver. I like the ovals, and that's what I kind of stick to. I think that's probably the best result I've ever had on a road course. So I was just trying to hold on, trying to see if my teammate Martin was going to catch me or not. But I think Dustin, I think he pitted. I think he was out of fuel. So that's what put me in second place.
All right, well, your team come away with a 2 and 3. So congratulations, Brian, on second place. But before we let you go, champion, who gets this done for you? Sponsor, shelves, all that good stuff, mate.
Yeah, I want to thank Josh Conover. He does a really good job putting on this league. You can tell, it's quality racing out there. I also want to thank BusinessInsider.com.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Jones home in second spot. We'll chat to the driver who comes home in third place here tonight, driving cut of 18. It's Martin Plute. And Martin, congratulations on filling up the final round or final spot on this podium. How was that one for you after 44 laps?
I'm tired. I don't normally do road racing, so that's a new one, and that wears you out pretty quick.
Yeah, look, it was tiring up here in the booth. I can't imagine what it's like getting around here. You said you're not a road course guy. How was that one like? Talk about trying to get through a racetrack that you really have no experience in.
Yeah, I ran a lot this week just practicing. I did the 24-hour race in a Ferrari, which is nothing like the truck, obviously, but it helped get kind of rough braking points in. And then just working on it this week and just keeping it on track.
Oh, you had a good qualifying effort, timing in 5th quick here tonight. After the qualifying, and after the qualifying had wrapped up, what was going to be the goal for you and this number 18 team?
I would have been happy with the top 10, honestly. Just get stage points, top 10. Like I said, I don't do this a lot. I don't do this road racing and stuff, so I just wanted to keep it on track and not get involved in any wrecks, just finish the race and get a top 10, and it just kind of felt right tonight to get third place.
All right, well, congratulations on this third place. But before we let you go, it looks like you've got some good sponsors, good people behind the scenes, champion. Who gets this done for you?
Yep. Well, who is on the truck anymore? I don't even know. Ford, Missouri State. I want to give a shout out to Josh and Jason and their family. They're dealing with a lot right now, and Brian Niels and his family. So give a shout out to all of them, and just know that we're thinking about everybody.
All right, there we go. Martin Flute home in 3rd place. BJ, 2 hours 20 minutes. I expected around, we sort of expected around the 2.5 hour mark. So a road course, it's finally in the books. It's finally happened, and a first here on Ultimate TV. We're done for, champion. How again? What's your final thoughts on this racetrack?
Watching the racetrack or watching the race here for me is a lot more fun than being on the track. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Thoroughly enjoyed watching these guys race and being here on the call with you. I don't ever announce anything really, so had a lot of fun.
All right. Well, tell you what, we are going to announce. We're going to announce that we're going back to Valheim. We're going to go back to streaming. Yeah, we're going to continue streaming after what we've just done here for the last 2.5 hours. Again, a big thank you to, of course, the National Oval Racing Association, Josh Conover, Jason Conover, the entire admin team behind the scenes. And again, on behalf of Ultimate TV and, of course, the National Oval Racing Association, to everybody that is dealing and suffering with the passing of Brian Niels. Again, our thoughts and prayers go out to you. And again, don't be afraid to speak out. If you're struggling, talk to someone. Doesn't matter who it is. If you need someone to talk to and no one's around, message Ultimate TV. We're always here to chat to anybody at any time. But until then, a big thank you to the World of Thunder Esports League, SRT Australia, Rocket Racing Setups, and Heatwave Designs. Check them out on all their social media pages. Give them likes, shares, and follows, and keep up to date until about another 5 hours time when we go live for some dirt racing. We're going to get up another quick stream here on Ultimate Dirt TV, and of course on the Disabled Racers Facebook page. But on behalf of BJ Duval, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night.